Hey guys, Marsingan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so today we are going to be taking a look at the build for the new baby team, incorporating all of the new units, right? So we've got the 3 free-to-play Awakened Hybrid Saiyans, and we have the Part 2 LR, the Possessed Gohan and Goten. They're on the second turn, so we'll get to see them in a moment. We got the Goten on the first turn. Remember, all of these guys are pretty similar. They have different super attacks. Goten raises attack and defense. I think Gohan only greatly raises attack, and then Trunks greatly raises defense. But they also have the raise allies attack by 18% for 3 turns, which is pretty good because they are designed to be slot 3 units. They pretty much all do the same thing, which is support Corroded Body and Mind. Then they give some extra key and attack and defense for allies whose name includes Baby or Possessed. They get buffed per Corroded Body and Mind ally on the team, so obviously they're designed for that specific category team. When there's an ally whose name includes Baby in the same turn, they're creating STR orbs for him, extra stats, and then great chance to evade enemy attack and... chance to evade enemy attack and damage reduction is plus 20%. And they get guard. When they're attacking, they get 200% to stats, and then in slot 3, they get an additional super, high chance to dodge, Corroded Body and Mind allies attack and defense 10%, attack and defense 20%, and chance to dodge 5% for allies whose name include Baby or Possessed. So in slot 3, then we have 70% chance to dodge, we've got 20% damage reduction, we're getting an additional super, we've got guard. They get 200% when attacking, which is interesting. So, like, these guys could be pretty good. They are just free-to-play units, though. So, the thing is, you got to remember, like, on this turn, 267k. So, 200% means he's going to be getting just over 500k extra. We've got the defense raise. He's still going to be just under, like, 1 million or around 1 million defense. He does get a double super, so it probably pushes him just over 1 million. And then he has guard and 20% damage reduction, which, realistically, is not a huge amount for... when it comes to tanking like big bosses or anything like that. But we're going to see how we get on with this team. I'm doing the Shadow Dragon boss rush stage again. I like doing this stage because it's a little bit longer. It's not super easy, but the bosses don't hit super hard right at the beginning. They do have annoying, like, stunning and sealing slot 1 super bosses, but that's not so bad for this kind of showcase because I do want to be checking out the Possessed Gohan Goten as a slot 1 unit because they are going to rely on dodge. They kind of are meant to be a slot 1 unit for the team to go along with the baby in slot 2. And then obviously for the other rotation, we have the Rosé to go in slot 1 and have the baby in slot 2. And then we'll just use all the free-to-play Possessed Saiyans as a slot 3 floating unit. Now, obviously for these early turns, like, the super attack effect for the free-to-play floating guys is that they obviously give 18% attack for 3 turns. But of course... you don't get that if they don't get to attack. So that's something that we've obviously got to bear in mind. So just linked up with Baby, we've got the new LR. I think their motion thing is pretty cool. It's nothing like super crazy or anything, but it's decent. And they share Thirst for Conquest, GT, Hatred of Saiyans, and Fierce Battle. Hatred of Saiyans, obviously one of those very rare links, right? It's basically just Baby and I think Hachiak, right, that have these. But it does give 3 key and 10% extra attack. So, you know, we take those. So, yeah, let's see. So these guys, of course, are crazy when it comes to the amount of dodge, right? So they got their entrance animation, which we didn't actually play. But they have 20% dodge for 3 turns. Then we've got 50% chance to dodge normally. So that's 70. When there's another Corroded Body and Mind ally in the same turn, which there is, that's 90. And then before attacking, 10%. So before attacking, 100% chance to dodge. If they get a dodge, they get an additional super. They also build up stats for every time that they dodge. So we're going to get 1 dodge in slot 1 here, guaranteed. Our start of turn defense is 362k. That's with the little bit of support. They obviously want to get a bunch of dodges to get as much build up as possible. They get an extra 100% attack when attacking with 24 key. They also give Corroded Body and Mind allies another 20% defense. So these guys seem like they could be interesting for... this is what I talked about when I'm doing like the breakdown for them and everything. Is in short content, these guys will age really well as long as you have a Corroded Body and Mind character to run with them. Because then, yeah, turn 1, having 100% chance to dodge before you attack is obviously pretty good. Then we actually attack, right? So we get 26 million here for the first 18 key super. Dodging once obviously gave us a little bit of a buff. Then we get our additional, which is 16.2. This might even be enough, to be honest. Ooh, almost. But then we get the hidden potential additional normal. Because, yeah, these free-to-play characters not going to get a huge amount of chance to attack in these early turns. But, yeah, so first turn, 100% dodge before they attack. Then on their next turn, that's when you can use their active skill. Well, you don't obviously necessarily want to use it that early, but that's when it's available. And part of the effect of their active skill is they get a 100% chance to dodge. So obviously that means that, again, in these shorter events, you can get these dodges in slot 1, go into the next phase, and then just get all the dodges again. And in a shorter event, you're pretty much at the end of the event at that point, right? So it works out really nicely. These guys creating the STR orbs is funny as well, because Baby doesn't really need the orbs. So then you just get loads and loads of STR orbs for Rose on this rotation in particular, which is pretty good. Obviously, here it doesn't matter too much because Rose is just there to take the super, to be the slot 1 tank. And he got stunned by Oceanus. And then Baby coming in with the somewhat disappointing 29 million attack stat on the first super. And then only up to 30.6. I think Baby is overall a little bit disappointing. I mean, I don't think he's bad. He's just not anything super special. And I think it's good that the part 2 units and awakenings and stuff, that shot's really cool as well, the end of the super attack. If he kills, that's probably a pretty cool KO screen. Yeah, it is. I mean, that's pretty cold for a free-to-play unit. That's pretty good. I like that. Double super as well, which means 36% extra attack for all of our allies for these next 2 turns. That's pretty good. Those guys double supering in slot 3 makes a really big difference for the next rotation. 36% extra attack is nothing to be sneezed at, right? So now after the first turn, we still do have a 90% chance to dodge in slot 1 before attacking. It's kind of annoying that the attacks are as spread out as they are though, because obviously ideally we would get all these dodges to get their passive built up as quickly as possible. But I mean, turn 2, they're at 952k defense, which is pretty good. Because yeah, their super attack effect, I should have said as well, their super attack effect, they greatly raise attack and defense for 3 turns. So obviously on their second turn, plus their additional is also a normal raise for 3 turns. So on their second appearance, their defense is going to be way higher than it was on the first turn. And then bear in mind, they get, was it when they attack? Actually, no, it's not them that gets the attack, is it? It's the free-to-play ones. Yeah, they just completely rely on having to dodge in order to build up the extra stats, which is really annoying for situations like this where there basically are no attacks and they didn't even dodge it. Damn, that was a 90% chance to dodge before attacking, and this, I guess, is always going to be the problem with characters that do rely on dodge, because if we're in a really difficult event and that was a slot 1 super, we failed the 90% chance to dodge, so we would have died, which is kind of crazy to think about, I guess, for 90% chance to dodge and it didn't come through is kind of brutal. But yeah, these guys, we need them to dodge in order to give their full potential, that get that build up. They need to dodge 5 times in order for their passive to be fully built up. Obviously this Baby on the first turn, I think he has, what is it, 90% chance to dodge on his first turn. So that's pretty good. The Goten at the end got sealed, which is kind of annoying, but is what it is. Especially because obviously, they have that super attack effect, buffing everybody's attack for 3 turns, which we're of course now not going to get to utilize with Trunks, because we will absolutely kill this guy here before Trunks has a chance to attack, but that's fine. So we'll go ahead and do this. Rose will eat this. Yeah. Get sealed though, but I guess that allows Baby to get another stack in. Only just though. Rose's still just out here trying to finish this guy off with normal attacks. You love to see it. So 43, that's a bit better for Baby, but that's obviously with quite a bit of support going on, but we take it. Obviously, Rosé's 18 key giving the extra attack buff as well. Okay, so, I mean, this is the situation where things could get a little bit sketchy in the more difficult sort of setups, right? Because before attacking, we have the 10%. We don't have that anymore. We don't have the intro buff dodge anymore. So now they just have a 50% chance and then another corroded body and mind ally in the same turn, so 70%, right? So we've got a 70% chance to dodge after we've attacked, or before, it doesn't really matter. Well, before attacking, it's an extra 10. There's no attacks in slot 1. I'm a little bit worried about Gohan. I don't think Gohan is able to tank a super at the end. He doesn't raise defense on super. Maybe we should... Can we one-turn this guy? With these guys not being built up, I would imagine the answer to that is probably no. I might actually have to do this. So we'll go ahead and Great Ape with Baby. Use the active skill here, do a little bit of damage for free. I mean, to be fair, all the Great Ape turn damage is free damage, but yeah, use the active skill. Big nuke. I mean, he's not an LR, he doesn't need all those orbs. He gets an extra key per orb, so he literally only needs 3 orbs to super the Giant Ape Baby, which is pretty good. But yeah, obviously not the craziest in terms of damage. Could we actually get some, like... I want him to survive and then actually be attacking in slot 1 on the next turn, so that the Gohan and Goten actually have the chance to get some dodges in and get their passive built up. Because I would like to see them, when they've dodged 5 attacks, to see what their fully built up passive looks like. We're going to get very close to killing him though, especially if we do an additional in slot 3 as well. Okay, we didn't do the additional. Okay, well, I mean, that's the thing as well, though. With the fact that the Gohan and Goten give themselves a buff for 3 turns on both their super attacks, it means not getting the additional super is a detriment to them. Oh, and then we're just going to get a second turn with Baby. Never mind. Well, that's a bit annoying, isn't it? Oh, and then, of course, we go into the Nova phase and Ice phase, and Ice has rotation locking, which is super annoying. And disables dodge. So, is the worst possible phase for the Gohan and Goten. Bruh. Definitely got very unlucky in this setup here. Funnily enough, with the rotation locking, everyone is literally where we would want them to be. I mean, I can't really do anything else. So these guys can't dodge now. What else does their active skill do? Gives them 5 key and 30% attack and attacks effective against all types, which obviously here doesn't actually really do anything for them at all. I don't know whether does Baby live the super attack here? I don't know. After supering, his defense will be pretty decent. Oof. Okay, yeah, that's bad. 25 million. Okay, so we're going to get our attacks off at least. We get the additional, so we get the buffs from the supers. If we could do a hidden potential additional here, that would be super useful. Nope. So yeah, then they take double digit, which is fine. I mean, Baby could... No, he couldn't. I was going to say, Baby could dodge at least, because he does have that going for him. But not against Nova, he can't. So... yeah, awkward matchup, I guess, for this particular phase. Because even with a Senzu Bean to like break rotation locking or something, it doesn't change anything about the not being able to dodge. Oh, it's only 130k. He tanked that way better than I expected, to be fair. Gohan does give that 5% extra damage reduction to the Baby possessed characters as well, I suppose. But didn't expect him to tank that quite so well. And then Rosé's locked. Well, I mean, we can do this so that we get the heal on the Zamasu active skill. I mean, we have to do this. We die if we don't, so Kind of annoying, but because, you know, now we're getting on to the 2 actual difficult phases. But then I suppose we could use the Gohan and Goten active skills to make sure that they dodge if there's actually enough attacks, and then they'll be fully charged, ready, or fully built up, ready for the last phase, I suppose. Oh yeah, of course, except we've come out of the giant ape thing, so it doesn't matter. Right, so we'll do this. A lot of int orbs there. Try and save some of those ready for Gohan and Goten on the next turn. A little bit worried about you. I mean, we know you're only going to take a normal, so hopefully it should be fine. Omega going to do the always classic enemy that can healing themselves as their first action of the entire turn before they even get a chance to get hit. 64 million for Rose. Of course, the permanent attack buff now thanks to the Zamasu active skill. But I think we should eat this super for... Should still be double-digit damage, right? No. 547k. Okay, now I am very worried about the Goten in slot 3. So we have 158k HP. 48 mil for baby here. It's pretty decent. And he's just going to dodge. Take double-digit damage. Yeah, I don't think the other ones don't get like zoom in close-ups, do they? Because Gohan's appears regardless of whether it's a KO or not. Nice, we've got the dodge. Okay, so all these attacks in slot 1. I mean, we probably should just go for it here and do the active skill, which I know a lot of people are not big fans of the animations for these guys, but I don't think they're super terrible. The active skill is very strange. Wimpy power. It's pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, their animations definitely aren't the best, but I don't think they're like completely terrible. Anyway, so we'll go ahead and do that. So you're going to dodge all of those attacks guaranteed. You can get a heal off of those. And then yeah, we'll just grab those for you. So should be a good turn for them here now, because they're going to get 2 dodges, which means we get the 2 buffs. I think they've only dodged like 1 attack in the entire run so far. Yeah, see, so now they're at 53 million, and that's with them not being fully built up. You really want to be able to get those dodges in early on so that they've got that build up. Because yeah, that's pretty decent, and then the additional at 34.4. Not terrible. If we can get the hidden potential additional as well, that'd be so good. Oh, damn, it's only a normal again. Because yeah, with the raise for 3 turns, like getting an actual additional super means that that's yet another buff for 3 turns, which counts for when they'll come back again the next time. So at least they got to dodge a couple more attacks, so their passive should be fully built up now. We'll be able to take a look once we get onto the next rotation with them. We can click on the thing and see the in-fight stats. That should have been all the dodges that we need. So they should be fully built up, and we should be all good to go. So Trunks gonna... Unfortunately, even with the crits, I don't think it's enough here. Nah. Even with a 3rd super, I don't think it's quite enough. And he's not supering in slot 1, fortunately. So we can grab all of the STR orbs there for you. Get a heal. We're almost at the Dokkan attack, but not quite, which means we should be able to get it with the Gohan, Goten, and Trunks on the next turn. 71 million attack stat for Rose. Sheesh. Okay. So yeah, it takes you out, and then we go on to the final phase. Okay, so this is them now fully built up, right? They've dodged enough times. All of their stats should be maxed now. Got the 5 dodges. So we are at 2.2 million start of turn defense. Pretty good. The only thing is obviously the fact that they don't get any defense like when they attack. So start of turn defense like pretty decent, but then you got to remember it's not getting anything higher than that from their passive. Now, when attacking with 24 key, it does not say self-excluded, so they will be giving themselves 20% extra defense on top of all of the buffs from this, right? So their defense should be going up to a pretty respectable amount, although I'm still fairly sure that if we don't dodge like the super here, we probably die. But either way, we're going to get the Dokkan attack, so let's go ahead and see exactly how we're going to do here. These guys are now fully built up, so yeah, see, they didn't dodge the AoE straight away, so that's great. Oh, Omega can't be dodged either. Whoops. Well, I guess we're going to see how much damage they'll take from the super. Well, this event really was not well suited to them, was it? I really want to see how well they do against Rose and Zamasu, because like turn 1, again, that event can be short, but I mean the AoE from Rose would just be so punishing for like the free-to-play units, I think. Like, I don't think it necessarily will be doable. We'll give it a try though. But, and of course I didn't look at the attack stat because it comes up at the bottom when you do the Dokkan attack. 44.3 million. Okay. Then they didn't get an additional because of course they didn't dodge an attack this turn. And we didn't get the hidden potential. And then super. Yeah, 4.3 million. Yeah, these guys, you cannot use them in events that disable dodge. That should be pretty obvious. But yeah, I forget that the Omega at the end actually disables dodge as well. But yeah, Baby's team is an interesting build for sure. We're definitely going to try them out in some other events. I want to try the Rose and Zamasu one. I mean, really, we probably could. I don't know. I don't want to spend like loads of time trying it, but I don't know. Let's jump into it here. I don't know if I would have done. Maybe would have made it as its own video, but man, I feel like it's going to be tough. Special battle, stage 1, super 3, baby team. Of course, this is where we'll jump in and okay, no, they are on the first turn. Rosé's also on the first turn, which is awkward because that's both of our slot 1 units, so it's not the best start. However, we will at least get to see these guys. Yeah, the lock. I guess I'll use a Sensu Beam because we want to see them. Because if we put them in slot 1, they're going to dodge all of those attacks. Well, it's literally only Rosé attacking and then Zamasu healing. But then Rosé's got another. I pressed auto battle instead of. I don't even know what I was trying to do. I was trying to go to the items. Absolute nightmare. And of course they're on the first turn then. What's the betting that they're not going to be on the first turn the next time around? Because that's always the way. Whenever something goes right the first time, and then something happens, and you try and like recreate it. Okay, and they're in slot 1. So if they're, hopefully we get locked in slot 1 here. Okay, perfect. Okay, and we got a bunch of attacks as well. Now, the links won't be the best, because obviously these guys, they probably link together pretty well, huh? Yeah, GT Super Saiyan, Hatred of Saiyans, we've got Kamehameha as well, but obviously we got to do this. Obviously we're not going to attack Rosé, so let's do that. Obviously I would want to float off Rosé here, but we kind of need Goten to be in slot 3 to get his passive. So let's see what happens. So these guys, like I say, 100% chance to dodge on turn 1 before attacking. So they're going to dodge the super straight away from Rosé. That's pretty good. Then we get 3 dodges. So that's already 3 build-ups for their passive out of the possible 5. 484 for Goten, geez. And then they're still only at 25.5. I guess this is because we're missing like Hatred of Saiyans, GT. They're not going to link super well with Goku Black, which is a little bit annoying. I mean, this is a pretty bad starting rotation, but like I said, we're just kind of jumping into this for science, just to see. Now, we did get the triple super now, though, so that means that we've got the normal raise for 3 turns. I don't think we're going to survive this turn, though, thanks to Goten in slot 3, but we got another one as well. Okay. Damn, I would love to be able to see their next turn defense, because yeah, getting 3 of those extra supers off, getting all of that carrying over till the next turn. Yeah, it's just unfortunate that pretty sure Goten is dead. In fact, Zamasu isn't attacking Rose in the middle, is he? No, so Zamasu's probably just super attacking in slot 3. So unless Goten dodges everything, which, I mean, I think, is it his one that gives the allies the plus 5% chance to dodge? So you never know, maybe he will. But, man, only 7 mil. Oof. Not exactly crazy, but... okay. 676. He's got type advantage over Rose as well. I mean, that's the thing. He is just a free-to-play character, so yeah, it is what it is. But let me know what you guys think of the baby team build down below. Have you tried them out in any events? Farming up the actual free-to-play ones is a bit of a pain. I'm still going through doing it on my main account. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the new baby team down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.